Well, howdy there, y'all. Yamasaki here. Welcome back to the channel. And this evening, we're going to be looking at this little wood stove that I built out of an air compressor. Yes, you heard that right. I built it out of a vertical, old air compressor. Used the tank. That's about all I used out of every piece. The actual pump is right over here. I thought it'd be a great idea to turn that thing into a steam engine. I tried running some air through it, but unfortunately, upon doing a little research, you can't turn these into a steam engine. They're just not designed to do that. But you can, however, turn them into a gas engine. So, I don't know. Might keep this thing around to do that someday, or maybe just run it off of an old engine that I have, you know, just as a little gimmick. I'm not really sure how you turn this thing into an engine. Have to drill for a spark plug, but then this somehow controls the air that's going out. So I don't know, and there's a valve here, so that might be a carburetor. I don't know. Future deal. We'll say that, but let's get back to the wood stove. It is very crude by design, but it seems to be working quite well. Just got a little fire in there. I got some rocks down in there to keep some airway for these little pipe spots that used to be here. Used to be little plugs in all three of these holes. They are now allowing air to get in from the bottom, go up through, and then the chimney, just a basic small chimney, I'm going to have to add some pipe later, acts as a draft instigator. So what I did was actually pretty ingenious, at least my dad told me it was, is I cut, in order to make the door, that's really the only thing I had to make, I cut this line here, and then my dad had these old heavy door brass ball bearing hinges lying around, so I just placed them on that line the best I could, and I drilled 4 holes, and I made sure it stayed in place. Then after I drilled all 8 of these holes, I cut out the rest of the door, and it seems to work okay. It doesn't line up completely for some reason, but it's working. Can't complain. My dad did the welding on the chimney as well as the handle. But aside from that, that's all it is. And I'm pretty much making this video just to show you guys that, you know, if you put your mind to it, you can pretty much build anything out of anything. It's actually pretty heavy duty steel. I'd probably say that's maybe a 1/16, maybe an 1/8 inch. This bottom piece down here has like a welded band on the underside of it, and it makes it look like it's almost a 1/4 inch thick. But the rest of the body is probably 1/8 inch, and then this stuff here is like maybe 16th inch, maybe 16 gauge. I'm not really sure. That was a smokestack off of a Traeger bullet, or a Traeger smoker, pellet smoker, and I've actually wanted to do that for years, is use this, but my dad had a really hard time getting those metals to want to stick together. The welds down here are pretty good, but the welds up here he really struggled with, but he got it. It works. Damn thing's not going anywhere. Nuh-uh. No way. I do love the little addition that I did. Kind of made a little sight glass right on the door there. Just another plug or something that was there. I almost figured, why scrap this thing and turn it and just restore it as an air compressor. It was missing the motor, and it was a really cool designed air compressor. It was missing the wheel and all the other stuff, so I figured I'd turn it into a wood stove. But I also started thinking, okay, if I can find another one of these, might just be able to make a steam boiler out of it, because it's designed to hold high pressure air. It'll certainly hold high pressure steam. You guys probably can't see very well if I move this piece. I've got a whole bunch of iron left over from taking this thing apart. Like that was the foot on the front, and it all just wrapped around and bolted together with some 7/16 and some 1/2 inch hardware. There's the wheel set there, there's another band there, and then this is the bolt-on plate that was held on by the bands that would have held the motor and the air compressor pump itself. Honestly, I think this is the ultimate form of recycling. If you take something you don't use, or it's just lying around and it's junk, just take a few hours, turn something into something else. Your mind can go nuts if you really put your mind to it. Wow. I don't know what I'm saying sometimes. And this is what that stove is going to be replacing. This was my original wood stove. My steel rat, as I called it. Completely custom made. All made out of stamped steel. Or rolled steel, I guess I should say. Completely custom made hole. Custom made pan. That was already factory made, that little stack right there. Custom made door. Custom made hinge. Custom made airflow inlet. A lot of this was my dad's design. He designed the door and the adjuster. But unfortunately, somebody ran it over and it got all dented. It had 3 feet on it. I did my best to try and patch weld it and pretty much failed. So it could be used. I have used it, but I made a better one, and so this old girl's got to go. She's going to the scrap heap. You done me good. You done me good. You know, I probably should have done a forewarning probably about 4 years ago, explaining to you guys that you probably should expect the unexpected from me. Because those of you who are loyal fans probably get the idea that you don't really know what I'm going to put out on this channel. And to be honest, I really don't know either. But I tend to think of that part as the best part and the funnest part. Because, you know, that's what we're here to do. We're here to preserve history. We're here to show neat, cool little things like this and whatever else we can find, you know. That's what YouTube used to be about. That's what YouTube is and should be about. It's just having fun, making videos on whatever you please, and entertaining the masses, you know, keeping people happy. That's the good part of life, you know. Ooh, look at them coals. That's a nice hot bed of coals right there. You know, earlier I had a bunch of sticks just lined up top in there, and still fresh burning and all that. When you open this door, holy smokes, the flames that come out of this thing are unreal. They are insane. You better watch your finger hairs, you know, because you ain't gonna have none if you're not careful. I tell you what. But yeah, this thing's pretty nice. Keeps the legs warm, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm gonna quit babbling. I'm gonna let you guys go. Figured I'd show you just a cool, neat little trinket that, you know, my brain thought of. So hopefully this helps you guys on your projects, gives you a little inspiration, you know, whatever you take from it, I'm all for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for more content. And Yamasaki out. We'll see y'all later.